This is 12 tips that the best Hakari players use. And if you didn't know, this video is a part of the series where I show 12 tips that the best players use. So make sure to check the other videos out after finishing this one. Tip number 1. Whenever you knock an enemy away, you can use reserve balls and shutter doors to stun them as soon as they get up to combo extend. This also works with the new ricochet feature of reserve balls, allowing you to hit enemies that are blocking by bouncing off walls to hit their back. Tip number 2. If you time shutter doors properly, you can catch enemies out of an uppercut to extend a combo. Tip number 3. If you uppercut an enemy, you can use either rough energy or fever breaker right after to hit them out of the air. You can also do the uppercut tech, where on your third M1, you uppercut and jump onto the enemy for a fever breaker. Tip number 4. You can side dash and use rough energy at the same time, allowing you to hit knocked enemies without having to wait for the long window. Tip number 5. When you use fever breaker, you can turn around to lower the knockback, allowing you to land rough energy using tip 4, while also preventing people from punishing you with a ragdoll cancel. Tip number 6. Hakari's counter is much worse than Manji kick. Due to the short iframes and long end lag, you can be punished for using it on projectiles. However, if you use it on open, you can avoid taking damage from the explosion as long as you counter the arrow. Tip number 7. To activate the scenarios in your domain, you need to use 2 visual abilities, which is every move except for rough energy. So to get as many scenarios as possible, what you can do is the reserve balls plus shutter doors combo, which will count as 2 moves and activate a scenario as long as the shutter doors hits an enemy. Bonus tip. If you use reserve balls inside of your domain, it will bounce off the walls and last much longer than if you were to use it outside. Tip number 8. If you open your domain and you have a friend in Megumi's Awakening who opens a hole into the domain with Shadow Swarm, you can exit the domain and get your awakening outside of it. Tip number 9. Lucky Volley can be used as a combo extender in the same way as Soulfire. If you miss the final punch of Lucky Volley, you can continue comboing someone, dealing more damage than if you were to hit the full move. Tip number 10. When your awakening runs out, you get 50% of your bar filled. But if you use overwhelming luck as soon as your awakening runs out, you can fill some of your awakening bar, allowing you to get it back quicker. And if you hit enough people with it, you could possibly get your entire awakening back. So when your awakening is about to run out, try and save overwhelming luck until the very last second. Tip number 11. Whenever you use Lucky Rushdown, always try to throw enemies into walls to reduce the knockback, which can be followed up by a Lucky Volley or an Energy Surge for extra damage. Tip number 12. Your R special activates a small dance that speeds up all of your abilities, shortens the cooldown of everything even itself, and increases the distance traveled with every move. If you have 2 specials stacked, then tip 9 becomes true. So make sure that you use it as much as possible during your awakenings. Boom! Did I scare you? Wait, don't leave yet. We still need to do ranked. Trust me, it will help you a lot. With Choso's piercing blood,